As she passed, the portraits changed to photos, men with shorter hair and Windsor-knotted ties, then, evoking Jane's thumbs-up salute, to a woman in a floppy bowed blouse, followed by a darker-skinned woman with an artfully arranged scarf. The last photo on the wall showed a pale woman with a page boy, careful makeup, and a pinstriped suit. Krista Santora, the current DA. The hallway gallery had plenty of room for more photos. If Santora screwed up or fell out of favor or lost the next election, another framed face would take her place. Balancing law and order with power was always in the forefront for DAs. Keeping the public happy often meant putting miscreants away, even if sometimes they were not exactly guilty. "Jane." The voice came from behind a just-opening door, a few steps farther down the hallway. A pin spotlight hit McCusker in his signature bespoke suit, expensive for a taxpayer-salaried employee. "Thank you so much for coming this late. I'm sure you had other plans." "Anything but being here," Jane thought. "No problem," she said. Room 412D, institutional neutral with predictable furniture. Red accordion files lined the wall to the left of McCusker's desk, with cardboard boxes along the right. He pointed her to a ladder-back chair, its beige woven seat frayed and sagging. "Apologize for the, digs," McCusker said. "We use what we're given, taxpayer dollars and all." His phone buzzed and he shrugged, apologizing. "Gotta take this." "No problem," Jane said again. "Let's get this over with," she thought. The truth was, the hard line between journalism and law enforcement was a dilemma some couldn't understand. Both professions sought justice, but they required separate, sometimes opposite, ways of achieving it. Once the journalist took sides in a battle or abandoned objectivity, it was impossible to be neutral again. That's what Jane thought, at least. Her boss clearly didn't. McCusker was still on the phone, scowling, talking in monosyllabic code. Yes, no, fine. "That's what I'm attempting to find out," he said. He flickered a glance at her. She pretended to be looking out the open window. Across Pemberton Square, a few lights illuminated a row of windows in the limestone facade of the newish Superior Court. The night had darkened finally, and the end of August had that tender feel of a closing, a change in the works, even though the breeze that riffled into the room still held the unmistakable warmth of a New England summer night. She felt like a bug on a pin, caught and spiked, and without any choice. Sometimes she made a debatable decision, took one little step over the line, and it seemed fine. Then the next line appeared, a little more dim, and the next one even more so, and the next moment you were somewhere you couldn't believe you'd ever be. She sighed. Maybe she just had low blood sugar. The phone receiver rattled back into its port. McCusker cleared his throat, adjusted his yellow-striped tie, and looked at her across his desk, smiling. "Jane?" "Right here." She tried to put a fraction of an edge in her voice, beyond reproach, but enough to telegraph she wasn't going to be a doormat. "Good job on the fender bender license number," he said. "We grabbed video from a couple of surveillance cameras in the area, but it's all black and white and fuzzy as hell. So all we could get was that the car was light-colored and a sense that it was full-size. The car was big. The delivery van's worse off than it seemed. The driver's okay, but the owner is pissed. Our focus is that it's a hit-and-run. Santora's hardline about that, even though the property damage is not huge. Sets a precedent." "Uh-huh," Jane said. So far, so good. "What color was the car you saw?" "Silver," Jane said. "Make?" "Cadillac." It was on the surveillance tape. They could figure that out, Jane knew, no matter how fuzzy it was. "Yeah," McCusker nodded. "That's what we have, too. And the silver caddy matches the license number you gave us, which also gives us the driver, well, the owner. That's where we are now." Great. She felt herself sitting up taller, optimism straightening her spine. Maybe this encounter wouldn't be so bad. Another case successfully closed. And then, before she'd even mentally formed it, the question came out. Who was it, anyway? The driver. Where's he now? You charge him?